go.
Hey,
All right.
that's enough.
Get
That's
out of
enough.
here.
1,
Go lay down.
2, 3,
Hey.
4,
Here we are.
5.
We're like the Brady Bunch.
All
Okay.
right.
Yep.
You walk up in front of a classroom, stressed out with paper in your hand. You stare out into the crowd with 30, maybe more eyes on you, each having their own interpretation of you while looking at you and waiting for you to speak. You start to feel the pressure of those stares. You start to panic and worry about what people will think about you, the feeling of stress you'll feel if you stumble on your words and stutter, the fear of making a mistake in front of your peers and spiraling down, making you feel even worse than before. This is why I hate public speaking, because these are the thoughts that run through my mind before and during a speech that I would be making. Fortunately, I'm not alone in this. According to a 2011 Gallup poll, more than 40% of Americans admit to a fear of public speaking. In fact, public speaking is the country's top phobia, dubbed glossophobia, which just means fear of speaking. It's ranked scarier than spiders, darkness, heights, and even death. Symptoms can include intense anxiety, nausea, shaking, and a quavering voice. Kind of proof of that. And panic attacks. Even when it doesn't reach the levels of outright phobia, public speaking still provokes nerves. Up to 75% of people experience speech anxiety. And that was from Quill.com by Newcomer. With so many of the people who stress and fear public speaking, I wanted to find ways to alleviate that feeling. But there is hope for people like us who stress out about public speaking. There are 3 great ways to reduce stress before and during public speaking. One is to have nothing planned on the day of the speech. The next one is to exercise on the day of the speech. And lastly, to rehearse your speech with trusted people. Alright, and the first thing that you should think about when decreasing your stress during a speech is to not have any significant events planned on the same day of your speech. This would reduce the amount of stress and distractions that you'll have to deal with, so you can only focus on your speech. Before that day, you want to make sure you get a good night's rest prior to your public speaking event. And you also want to eat a nutritious meal several hours prior to public speaking events. That will help avoid nausea and nausea-related symptoms. But if you do eat like right before, like I did, you'll start to get nauseous symptoms like I did. With the free time that you allow yourself to have on the day of the speech, you can also reevaluate it. Another good way to use the free time before a speech is to exercise. Exercising before a speech is a great way to reduce your stress and anxiety. A 15-minute aerobic exercise before your speech can improve your concentration and allows you to shut out distractions and stressful thoughts. Aerobic exercise can also reduce your anxiety up to 50% when done prior to your speech, and it can also reduce your adrenaline levels, which reduces the feeling of anxiety and preparing to speak. Alternative forms of exercise can include mechanisms utilized to decrease stress and anxiety, and deep breathing exercises prior to public speaking can help reduce high levels of anxiety. Focusing on relaxing your muscles throughout your body, such as meditation, can also be utilized in reducing anxiety prior to public speaking. When you finish exercising, the next best thing to do with some of the free time you have before your speech is to meet up with some trusted people, because you should rehearse in front of those people, and they can assist you with your public speaking, which can help reduce stress and anxiety. Your personal audience can catch mistakes, which can assist you in making necessary changes prior to your public speech. And your audience can also tell you if your speech flows well together and or if it sounds good. They can also critique your posture or any bad habits you may have, such as fidgeting or staring at your paper too long. Rehearse your speech has many benefits, as practicing your speech 10, 20, or even 30 times will give you confidence in your ability to deliver. And that's from verywellmind.com from Kunik. And if you don't have people that you can do it with, you can record a video of yourself practicing your speech so that you can self-critique for any bad habits you may show or fluctuation in your voice, so you can make the changes prior to your actual speech. You can also practice your speech in front of a mirror to watch facial gestures and make the necessary changes. These are some of the things that you can do to reduce stress. In short, there are many ways you can reduce your stress before and during public speaking. They are not having any events on the day of the speech, exercising before your speech, and practicing your speech to trusted people. Well, despite having all eyes on me and still having the feeling of stress, I do feel a tiny bit better with using some of these strategies, although I do still feel stressed out. But I hope that some of these strategies can help you guys out if you're feeling really stressed during getting filmed doing some public speaking. Alright?
Mm-hmm.